The raunchy R-rated comedy Bad Santa was a sleeper hit at the 2003 Christmas box office, and even spawned a 2016 sequel, so why isn't Bad Santa 3 happening? When it hit theaters over 20 years ago, Bad Santa was a big middle finger to the sweet holiday movies that celebrated the spirit of Christmas. Whereas 2003 also saw the release of Elf, a family-friendly Christmas movie starring Will Ferrell as the wholesome, optimistic buddy, Billy Bob Thornton's Willie T. Stokes was a foul-mouthed, hard-drinking mall Santa. It was the actor in his peak scoundrel era. It turns out that Thornton's sleazy Santa was the perfect gift for audiences, and Bad Santa went on to gross over $76 million at the worldwide box office, via Box Office Mojo. This led to a sequel, and though it took 13 years, 2016 saw the release of Bad Santa 2. In this installment, Thornton's Willie reteams with his partner in crime, Marcus, Tony Cox, to rob a charity on Christmas Eve. With Thornton becoming the unexpected face of a Christmas movie franchise, Bad Santa 3 seems like the natural next step, but it likely won't happen. Bad Santa 3 likely isn't happening because Bad Santa 2 bombed at the box office. Billy Bob Thornton said he'd make another Bad Santa if people liked the sequel. Unfortunately, Bad Santa 2 couldn't capture the cynical Christmas magic quite like the original, and the sequel wound up with a lump of coal in its stocking from both critics and audiences. Whereas the first Bad Santa earned a respectable 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, Bad Santa 2 received an abysmal 23%, with the pundits dinging it for being a cheap retread of the first film, minus the heart and originality. Moviegoers agreed, and Bad Santa 2 grossed a measly $24 million, via Box Office Mojo, not even earning back its budget. With its poor box office showing, Bad Santa 3 is all but an impossibility, which is a shame for fans of the movies, as Billy Bob Thornton shared that he enjoyed making the Christmas films and would be game to do another one. Promoting Bad Santa 2 in 2016, Thornton gave an interview to EW, where he said of the Bad Santa movies, "I love both of them, I really do. And if people go see Bad Santa 2, then maybe we'll make another one." Unfortunately, people didn't go see Bad Santa 2, and this was the last Thornton has publicly commented on a potential Bad Santa 3. However, all hope for a Bad Santa 3 isn't lost. It took over a decade since Bad Santa's 2003 release for a sequel to arrive. It's only been 8 years since Bad Santa 2 came out, so a third film could very well get made. Stranger Christmas miracles have happened. There are other Bad Santa movies to check out. Violent Night, Red One and Fred Claus offer alternatives to the traditional Jolly Saint Nick. While Billy Bob Thornton may not be putting the red suit back on anytime soon, there are plenty of other Christmas movie alternatives for those looking for a harder take on the cherubic holiday icon. One option is the recently released Christmas action comedy Red One, starring Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, and J.K. Simmons as a jacked Santa Claus. Red One may not have the R-rated laughs of Bad Santa, but it's got some fun action thrills for audiences looking to avoid holiday sappiness. Those wanting to lean into hard R-rated Christmas movies should definitely check out Violent Night, 2022, in which Stranger Things' David Harbour plays his version of a Bad Santa, only this one sees Saint Nick kicking but instead of robbing malls. The film isn't for the faint of heart, so for audiences looking for their cynical holiday movies to be a bit less blood-soaked, 2007's Fred Claus is a perfect choice. It sees Vince Vaughn play Santa's, Paul Giamatti, titular ne'er-do-well older brother, who's essentially a PG-13 version of Thornton's Willie T. Stokes, making Fred Claus the perfect movie to watch in lieu of Bad Santa 3.